So a lot of you were surprised at the amount of kids' art that I am going to just chuck in the recycling, because a lot of people have a hard time getting rid of sentimental things, especially paperwork, school art, childhood things, that kind of thing. So what goes through my mind is I think, okay, if my mom gave me a pile of her drawings and school stuff, because that's eventually where this is going to go, is my kids, because when I'm gone, where else are they going to go if I keep them, right? So if my mom were to give me her art and I saw this, would I care? Or would I be like, oh, neat, throw it in recycling? This stuff is all stuff that I don't think I would appreciate receiving one day, you know? So the art that I did keep and leave in that bin is interesting stuff that I'm like, wow, that was a creative drawing you did, or that says something about you when you were a kid. But stuff like this just doesn't really have meaning, or doesn't do anything for me. I'm getting rid of it. It doesn't matter. And like, this is like school art I did in class, but like, again, all the students did the same image. It didn't come from my own brain. It was just a activity that we did in class. And then like, I don't know, then there's other random doodles that just don't really, they're not very exciting, I guess. So I'll show you some of the things that I did keep and why. So here's the bin of the stuff I decided to keep. Starting with a portrait of my dad. So like that I like because it's hilarious. Pokemon, because that's something that meant a lot to me, and this took me forever to draw. I even, sealed it. So Pokemon, sketchbooks, because there's a lot of interesting things inside of the sketchbooks. I kept this watercolor because I was like 5 when I did it. So some like art that are like pretty statement pieces for being so young, I would like to show my kids, because I hope that they also are artistic, or perhaps take that route in life. So that's why I kept that one. Or just like fun name ones, different, these are like characters that I created. Who knows, maybe my kids one day are into sewing and they want to sew a stuffed animal out of one of these drawings, or things like that, like things that can go somewhere else. I kept, or just interesting pieces to me. Yeah, I also kept some drawings I did of my old home, because it just reminds me of my old home. And looking back at this now, we don't have big monitors for computers or even TVs that are like this. You don't see very often. So it's kind of like a little time capsule, seeing these drawings of my old home. Anyways, I hope that helps for whatever reason, but if you're having a hard time getting rid of kids' art and stuff, just to really consider, what if you were to receive that from your own parents or someone? Would you care? And the other thing to consider is that, like, my mom kept this for 30 years for me, and I am just throwing it in the recycling. So consider that that could also be an outcome to keeping stuff for your kids, right?